Hey y'all, it's me, your girl Sassy the Truck Boss. So today has been a day. I had a meeting with one of my contractors, renegotiating my contract. You don't do that a lot, but remember I said surviving profitability. And so with my contract, I started realizing that I was breaking even, so I wasn't making any money. And it was primarily because of the contract agreements, the way the net 30, all of those things. But I'm getting on here to say this. You have to be diligent first and foremost. You have to have good work ethics. And one thing that I push when I get these contracts is I'm a problem solver. So whatever your problem is, tell me so I can solve it. And with this particular contract, their problem was the last vendor they had was one, adding on time to the tickets, and two, they were running the clock. So they would just sit for hours somewhere outside of the site, and then they would just sit there and then they would come back, so they wasn't doing any work. And so when the opportunity presented itself to me, I reassured them that we won't have that issue, and we haven't. So that was an advantage for me. So when I went in here to renegotiate some terms in the contract, it made it easier for me, because the first thing that they said is, Shakira, we don't normally do this because you've already signed a contract. It is what it is. But because we haven't had any problems with you since you've been on with us, everything is just smooth. The PM loves you, the superintendent loves you, the construction manager loves you, and then on top of that, I'm doing business with two other superintendents that they have. So I have two other contracts with them. And so if they need 10 trucks over here, we provide 10 trucks. If they need 4 trucks over there, I provide 4 trucks. If they need 3 over there, like, we running anywhere between 4 to 15 trucks a day. So that in itself speaks in volumes. And one of the things that the CFO and the CEO said to me was, I'm very professional. They was like, the way that you come and present yourself is always super professional. You articulate your words very well. You know the business. And that's something I keep trying to tell y'all. If you're going to be in this industry, that's any industry that you're in, you need to know the lingo. You need to know the terms. Like, you can't get up here and be talking to these people and then they ask you a question about what's the CY, and you like, what's the CY? Cubic yards? You need to be able to communicate these things with these sorry, I got my garage door open because I turned my garage into my workspace. But you need to be able to communicate these things with the GCs. And so because I'm very, very big on being knowledgeable about this industry, and I keep telling y'all, think construction and not trucking, because of that reason, I'm able to solve problems. I'm able to help them with stage, and I'm able to help them when it comes to the route, understanding, hey, we can cut time over here, and that keeps my prices competitive too. So this ended up being a really good day because I was able to get what I asked for. So I was able to get what I asked for from the contractor, and I was able to negotiate some stuff with my vendor. So I'm able to win. I won on both sides. It's a win-win for everybody. And then on top of that, I was already put in the queue for the next project, 2 projects. So one thing that the GC said to me that stuck out was, he pretty much just was like, he respects the fact that I was even willing, I even reached out to them to set up a face-to-face meeting. They didn't know what I wanted to talk about because I made it very vague. I didn't say too much. I just said, hey, I'm just requesting a face-to-face meeting. And so they didn't know what they was coming into. They didn't know if I was going to complain. They didn't know if I was going to pull out. They did not know. But when I came in there with one thing, one focus. That was just pay, how I get paid and what I get paid. And so we were able to come up with a middle point of everything, and it works out fine for me. It helps me with my vendors as well. It helps me from having to pay so much out of my pocket. Now I'll be able to, because that's what I've been doing for cash flow. I've just been paying out of my pocket. So even if you are not happy in your contracts, don't give up. Talk, have a community. You have to communicate in this industry. This is not tractor trailers, you on the phone with brokers, you on the load board and all that. With dump trucking, end dumps, that construction, this is a personal relationship. You have to talk to these superintendents, you have to talk to these GCs, you have to stay in good graces with the PMs and the project managers. Construction managers. You have to do that. If you don't, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win at all. So that's my little spiel for today. Yeah, and I'm done. Bye.